You ever hear the term coercive control? Most people associate it with abusive relationships, and rightfully so, because it describes patterns of power, isolation, financial restriction, gaslighting, dependency, where control is maintained not always through violence, but through structure. Now, let me be clear, I'm not equating systemic issues to domestic abuse. Those are very real, very serious experiences. But I am interested in patterns of power, because when you zoom out, when you step back and look at systems historically, some of the mechanisms feel familiar. Coercive control works by restricting autonomy. So let's talk about how this applies in systems. Because when wages stagnate for decades while productivity rises, when housing becomes unaffordable across an entire generation, when grocery prices spike while corporations report record profits, when student debt keeps people tethered to jobs they hate, that's not just market forces, that's dependency. And dependency is power. Coercive control also relies on gaslighting. You're imagining it. The economy is strong. Just work harder, budget better, move somewhere cheaper. Look, if millions of people are struggling, that's not individual failure. That's structural design. And historically, systems of colonialism operated in the same way. Control the land, control resources, control labor, control mobility, create dependency, normalize it, and then tell people it's just the way things are. That's how power sustains itself. Not through obvious chains, through normalization. And here's the key. When something is constant, when it's all you've known, you stop questioning it. That's not unique to personal relationships. That's how empires functioned. That's how corporate monopolies function. That's how regulatory capture works. Control doesn't always shout. Sometimes it shrugs. Again, and this matters, coercive control as a term belongs to real experiences of abuse. And those experiences deserve focus and expertise from people who work in that space. But the pattern of power, that's historical. It's political. It's systemic. And once you recognize the pattern, you start asking different questions. Not, why are people failing, but who benefits from the dependency? And that's a very different conversation. Peace out. And if you're not already following me, you should. It's going to be a ride.